Ladies and gentlemen, I should have mentioned that this is the RR3 from the Royal Mews in Buckingham Palace. So it's the one that the Queen has herself travelled in. It's a nun in a coachwork, a nun in a Chiswick, specified again by the Duke of Edinburgh, originally painted in Valentine green, British racing green, and then repainted Royal Claret at the back roof to match the other state vehicles and carriages. The car remains in use to this day by the Royal Mews, Buckingham Palace, used to carry members of the royal family on special occasions, including Ascot, and it is very much a favourite in the Royal Mews garage, a favourite of the chauffeurs. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rolls-Royce Phantom 4.
Thank you very much indeed, Roger. And we've got a marvellous selection of vehicles, large and small, for you here at the 2022 car parking today, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off with that two-wheeled wonder, the Raleigh all-steel bicycle. This one's from 1955 and in delivery configuration. It's pretty much original, apart from the later fitment of a Sturley Archer 3-speed hub. Pretty much all English 3-speed bikes have got Sturley Archer hubs, and they were a division of Raleigh Cycles in Nottingham, and they made very many different types of hubs since 1902, and carried on their original business until the turn of the millennium, when the company was then sold to a group of money manipulators who unfortunately shut it down in the hope of making a quick profit by selling the assets. But they're back. They were bought by the Taiwanese company Sunrace, who bought all the equipment, stock and rights to the name. And you can still buy bikes with Sturley hubs even today. The 1955 Raleigh Trade Delivery Bicycle, ladies and gentlemen, presented by Harry Clark Jr.
Right, well that's a quick hello from me. PC Tony Staff for the bill. Thank you, the four that remembered. Now you might be wondering why I'm dressed so casually. In fact, Tony Stamp, he transferred to the Bermuda and Haiti police force, and managed to I'm dressed like this, and it's a great. Is this your son, young sir?
Yes, this is Harry Jr. Yeah, we're both Harrys. He's got the Raleigh trade bike since 1955 in his family's livery, Postal, London. These type of bikes have been seen around the streets of London and the city doing general deliveries. Yeah.
Fantastic. And did you have a choice when you didn't ask? No. Fantastic. Bless you. Thank you, gentlemen.
So our next exhibit, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ferguson tractor from 1957. This is the FE35 model, which was the successor to the TE20, but actually ceased production in that same year. Now, the TE20 is probably better known as the little grey Fergie. They're always in this grey configuration. The FE35 had this grey shell and wheels, but a bronze finish for the body, leading it to be known as the Gold Belly. Three different types of build. There was an agricultural version, an industrial version, and also a vineyard version, although only a small number of the latter were produced. The industrial model was designed for compliance with the Road Traffic Act 1947, and even included such luxuries as a driving mirror and a high-frequency ball. And the tractor was then rebadged in 1957 as the MF35, and the colour scheme changed to the new red and grey. Later on, Master Ferguson purchased Perkins engines and started using a new diesel engine in this model. And then in 1962, the company launched the MF35X, which had the increased power output and also the multi-power system which allowed the driver to shift up or down a ratio without using the clutch. Over the 8-year production run, nearly 400,000 units were made, and many are used today still on different farms. And according to Michael Thorne, it's not an exaggeration to say that there is no other tractor design in history that has contributed more to the feeding of the world. You will find these literally in every corner of the world.
Graham. Thank you, John. I would only add that you will be aware that farmers will use this not only for working on the land, but of course then taking the produce to market. So it's a goods vehicle from that point of view, in taking their own produce to where they can sell it, in this case, milk churns. So it must belong to a dairy farmer.
Yes, and marvellously restored and being presented today by Danny Lynch, the Ferguson tractor. Now next we have Norman Brundon with the Pierce Arrow Model R lorry, and this was one of over 16,000 of its type built in Buffalo, New York between 1911 and 1919. This particular one was new to the French government in 1960, and they kept it until the late 1920s when it was sold off for a quieter life down in the south of France. It was then brought back to the UK in the early 1930s, where it was fitted with hydraulic tipping gear, and it was used to move excavated material to build the then new Battersea Power Station, and it's recently been fully restored. A particular strength of these American-built trucks in war service was their ease of repair, and noted in an official report was the fact that some parts of these American cars and trucks were interchangeable to an extent completely beyond the comprehension of the average British or French officer. Now, this one is geared to a road speed of 14 miles an hour. They were available in two wheelbases, 10 foot 10.5 and 22 foot 10.5. It had a cross-braced press alloy frame, and it had a degree of flexibility built in to compensate for poor road conditions. Pierce Arrow Model R lorry, ladies and gentlemen. Factory in Dudley in the West Midlands. It's thought to be one of the very earliest beams to survive. It's got an engine of just under 12 horsepower and it's fitted with a 3-speed gearbox. Now this particular one was dismantled during World War II and hidden away from the occupying forces in Norway. The parts were then returned to the UK and reassembled to represent a dispatch van with the Evans bodywork. And it's presented in the style of one of the light vans, and operated at the time by Lyles from their Postal sugar refinery in East London. Used locally for deliveries of golden syrup during the 1920s, apparently, and it proudly displays the royal warrants of George V. The Bean Company were actually founded in 1919, and they bought the car jigs and tools from the Perry cars and installed one of the first moving track assemblies to mass production, and at one time were making 500 cars and vans per month.
Well, yes. While we're just waiting for a minute, I've got Derek Matthewson here with me. Derek, what do you think of today?
It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful experience. More than I expected. I didn't know what to expect. I really did. But no, I'm taken with it. So much so I should bring a vehicle next year.
Good man. I'll take you up on that. Yes. Have you? I mean, you have a variety of vehicles similar going through your sales routes. Anything that you might sort of hold back for us?
Well, there no doubt be one or two coming in the next 6 months or a year that would suit ideally, but in our collection, probably 6 or 7 that would be quite nice to do.
Smashing. Thank you, Eric.
Okay, our next exhibit is presented by Graham Hayden, and this is the lovely 1920 Ford Model TT, and it's a truck based on the Ford Model T, but with a longer wheelbase. First produced in 1917, sold as a chassis and an engine where the buyer could then supply the bodywork. But from 1924 it was available with a factory-produced body, and in 1925 there was the added luxury of a hand-operated windscreen wiper. The rear wheel of the TT has got a worm drive and a crown wheel, unlike the Model T's crown wheel and pinion. And it was a very durable vehicle for the time, but rather slow when compared with other trucks. Standard gearing gives it a top speed of around about 15 miles an hour, although there was an option of the gearing where it could do around 22 miles an hour. This particular example is being run by the third generation of the family, and they have a fleet of around 15 vintage vehicles that have become a very important part of their business, carrying out weddings, proms, anniversaries, and also TV and film work.
Now Robert, thank you so much for turning out today. We know it's been slightly difficult for you, and probably the only vehicle here today that's going to be branded actually on the coaster, which is a little unusual, not on a plaque. But more importantly, we all know a little bit about Model Ts, but maybe not as much as we would, maybe not as much as we think we know. Right, ready? Yeah. Just one sec. Now, as I was saying just earlier, Robert's come a long way from near Chelmsford today to have this done, this branded, and he's been congratulated in driving Model T around, because those of us that know a little bit about Model Ts will understand that they're the most difficult vehicle on the road, I think, to drive. They're totally alien to what we all know. You know, push a pedal to go, not let it up to go, and such like. And they're so involved, in my opinion, that once you get used to them, I'm sure we're all okay, as Robert is very good at driving it today. But the easiest way to learn how to drive a Model T is if you've never driven anything else. I think you'll agree, it's very strange. So he's been congratulated for driving it here today. A vehicle that you're not really used to, I would say.
My first attempt was yesterday. There's a steep learning curve. You have 3 pedals, a forward, reverse and brake, and a handbrake that works as first and second gear as well. So it's plus the advanced retard on there and steering. So I could do with another pair of arms and about 3 more legs.
Absolutely right. We all feel the same way, and I would imagine you probably haven't changed gear, have you? You'll have to get in first, yeah. I would imagine so. But no, congratulations. Super day. Lovely to see you.
She was made in April 1924 at the Works in Manchester, then transported to her new home in Sidmouth in Devon, where it operated for some 10 years before being commandeered for the war effort. During that time it was stationed here in London, responding to the destruction caused by the Blitz, and then after the war the vehicle was sold off by the government and auctioned to a farm, where it was used daily until it finally ceased running. It lay dormant in a field for a while, being used as a chicken shed apparently until the late 1980s, when it was then rescued by a team of volunteers who fundraised to restore it to the fantastic condition that we can see her in today. A prime use is for publicity and fundraising, not to mention for putting smiles on people's faces. Lovely to see her today. Well, the Model A ambulance we've just seen was from 1924. We're moving forward 98 years now to the present time, 2022, and Ian Golder is presenting this Simulance, brand new vehicle, and in order to enhance and develop the ambulance crew's clinical skills and knowledge using clinical simulation, this vehicle is actually called a Simulance, and it was developed to provide state-of-the-art training, resources and simulation facility, can easily be transported around the country and accessed by all of our St John ambulance crews. It's fully equipped to provide the best quality training experience and using the latest and most realistic clinical simulation vehicle equipment available.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Wonderful vehicle. So tell us about a Simbulance and what's the difference?
So the Simbulance has a simulation of 4 minutes in the back of the vehicle. We've got cameras so we can cast it into the classroom where the rest of the crew are. They can rewind it, review it, and it also does driver training so they can cast all the information from the cameras and the external to the classroom.
And I assume also give you instructions if it's going to look a bit difficult out there in the field?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
I see we've got some St John Adams. I actually joined the Order of St John when I was 9. My mum and dad were about St John, but I was in the vehicle very similar to the one that's just left you, not this modern one. But well done, gentlemen, thank you so much. Well, now here's a cart that I know really well. Those of you who remember, we pulled this in the Lord Mayor's show. And it's a wonderful, wonderful old cart, and it used to carry the King's Ale, that's right, isn't it, around the streets of London.
That's correct, yeah, the King's Ale around the streets of London, around the city, yes. 1892, Carman's handcart.
It's an amazing thing to pull through the streets of London, thinking this car actually was doing that hundreds of years ago. So how does it feel for a young man to get off the bike and pull it off?
Dead day,
You're obviously not following your dad's footsteps, are you? Morris Solidic, good boy. Thank you so much, gentlemen, it's wonderful. I think that's Carman at his best, isn't it, really? What a wonderful, wonderful vehicle to have as ours in the car marking ceremony. It's an absolute wonderful gift. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the front of your programme, you will see the back of me pulling that cart around the streets of London during the Lord Mayor's Day. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience.
So the handcarts, ladies and gentlemen, a substitute for the Batmobile that was in the programme. Now this next vehicle, presented by Robert Constant, is one of the very newest vehicles in the City of London Police Fleet. BMW 330D estate, which is the pride of the roads policing unit, and it's fitted with the very latest technology, of course, giving a professional working environment for police officers as they patrol the City of London's roads. Now, Graham, this is a bit different to the police vehicles I had at Sun Hill, isn't it? A Rover SD1s and Sierras.
Home to me, although I have to say, none of us in Sun Hill looked as pretty as the operator does in here.
But the parent company, SAIC, have recently rebranded it as the Maxis E-Deliver 3. It's going to be built in China, but the UK is going to be the first export market in which it's launched.
Now, I understand, young sir, but this is actually part of Blackfriars Bridge that got trapped to the back of your car.
Yes, that's correct.
I have to ask you, as I'm dressed in this, did you nick it?
No.
That's absolutely wonderful. And a little bit of history for you there, ladies and gentlemen. Blackfriars Bridge, we've all walked over that many times. Bless you. Thank you so much for being with us. I bet those of you over here are very pleased you bought the expensive seats in the shade, aren't you? Wonderful. Speak to Graham. Yes. Thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you. There goes Blackfriars Bridge.
Now next up we have another electric vehicle. This is the MEV City Cargo, and this is what we call a last mile cargo truck. It's a new product from the JLC Group's MEV. They're a worldwide producer of small urban vehicles and golf carts. So this is ideal for precincts, tight parking spaces and easy access. Very compact, fully electric with 2 seats and a 60-mile range. And it comes either as a fully enclosed cargo truck or as a little pickup with a payload of 300 kilos. Top speed of 50 miles an hour. It's even got a panoramic sunroof, electric windows and an LCD screen. Look out for one of these delivering your parcels anytime soon. I think vehicles like this are going to become very, very popular actually as like a last mile delivery unit, they call these.
Yeah.
Yes, I think as urban parcels are very much on the increase, transport vehicles for them are very much in need. So I think it fills a gap that has long been waited for.
Of course, being full electric, it has free vehicle duty road tax. I'll see on the side, the price starts from just over £11,000 plus VAT. Very reasonable indeed. I think that's a lot.
You could do a lot with something like that, John, couldn't you? It has been pointed out to me, ladies and gentlemen, that when there is an exchange between the gentleman and the driver is actually paying his 5 shillings, which of course is part of the marking ceremony, as was in the day. So that's what's going on. The payment for being able to apply for hire.
Next up we have Harry Nobby Clark with his 1953 Bedford M-Type, and this particular vehicle was used for parts deliveries around the London area. Now the M-Series was a line of commercial vehicle chassis, the first variants made in 1939, so it's a normal control 4-wheel chassis designed to carry loads of up to around 3 tonnes. Fitted with a 6-cylinder, 27 horsepower petrol engine, 4-speed gearbox, and Lockheed hydraulic servo-assisted brakes. That's the 1953 Bedford M-Type. We were also due to have a 1939 Bedford MSN fire engine, but unfortunately that is not able to make it here to the Guildhall today. So our next item is this Albion S24 from 1926, the S24 rigid. And this vehicle would normally be operated with a drawbar trailer. Roger, what do you know about this one?
Not a lot, I have to say, John, except that this vehicle and number 20 behind it were present at the opening of the Channel Tunnel 28 years ago, and in fact they were part of a cavalcade of 100 vehicles representing the years 1894 to 1994, which travelled from London to Paris via the tunnel. We'll mention that again when number 20 comes through. But it is a magnificent vehicle.
And Rackland, of course, is still transporting theatre equipment around the country.
Indeed, yes, yes.
I'm heading towards my 40th Panther, and I'm sure Rackland will be delivering us.
It's behind you.
Thank you.
I wonder if it will be in that truck road.
Wonderful, absolutely.
Now next we have a Morris commercial. So the Morris commercial that's behind the Albion today, presented by Michael Gerson, and originally available as a panel van or a flatbed truck as a smaller alternative to the Morris B-Type. And in 1978, this particular vehicle was found abandoned in a field, and Michael Gerson Limited purchased it, fully restored it, and it now goes out regularly on shows and rallies and wins prizes, and is now in superb condition. It's also used by Michael Gerson Limited for special deliveries to special addresses including Downing Street, Buckingham Palace and Canterbury Cathedral. And in 1994, at the inauguration of the Channel Tunnel by the Queen and President Mitterrand, and a cavalcade of 100 vehicles representing the years 1894 to 1994 travelled from London to Paris via the tunnel, along with the Albion S24 as well. Lovely to see both of those vehicles together. So coming into the yard now is the bath chair, which is presented by Peter Baldry and owned by him and his wife. This one was originally made by G.W. Dillon & Co. of Bath, contractors to the Crown, agents to the colonists. This particular example would have been made in the second half of the 19th century, and it was recently restored by Phoenix Carriages of Devon, and 99% original still retaining the original upholstery and hood. They're called bath chairs because they originally came from Bath.
Invented by Mr. James Heath. He flourished before the middle of the 18th century. He invented the bath chair. And of course he lived in Bath.
Just have a quick word, Peter. It says on our notes, drawn by a horse. So what happened?
That came back.
So can I say you should become much quicker than you were?
I'm a not quick man.
Bless you, Peter. Thank you. Well done, Peter. Well done.
I must remember never to go higher up the ranks in Carman.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first horse drawn vehicles. Isn't the horse absolutely beautiful? Would steady? Lovely.
Coming in behind the fruit and veg, we have another Hyatt's horse-drawn carousel. Again, another splendidly turned out horse being that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will have noticed just now that the young man gave the gentleman his 5 shillings, which I mentioned earlier.
Those shillings, of course, being 25 new pence.
Yes, but a lot of money in 18 whatever it is.
But a pittance today. Inflation hasn't touched car market, has it?
Well, I don't know, it does cost a lot of money to run a truck, let's put it that way.
Before the gentlemen give you the lowdown here, I've just been told that at the Windsor Horse Show, they won Carriage Driving Year of the Year this particular year. So a round of applause for the boys. How well they did at Windsor Royal Horse Show.
Now this is fabulous coming in now. The delivering brew, built by Adams and Greenwell around 1890. This particular vehicle was discovered in its original condition in a barn in Crawley and it was restored in 2014, painstakingly making sure that every detail was correct. It's presented by John Harris today.
And that's what he thinks of the proceedings.
And good morning to you. Yes, you are extremely handsome.
So you'll notice, ladies and gentlemen, that each vehicle has a plaque on the side, which is branded with the hot iron upon payment of the 5 shillings.
And I should add to that also that Derek Matheson rushes out with a souvenir of brandy as a memento of the occasion.
Continuing the horse-drawn theme today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Grundon horse-drawn dust cart. And this particular one was originally new to Southampton City Council in 1910. Another splendidly turned out and groomed horse during this particular dust cart.
You'll notice, John, that he's also got his nose back in a strategic position on the bulkhead of the cart, ready for lunch.
Absolutely, and I'm sure there's plenty of water available as well.
It's a feature of Carman Marquis, how superb these horses are, how well they're turned out. Yes, we're just having a photo opportunity.
Coming into the yard now, ladies and gentlemen, is this municipal Dennis Delta, which is owned by Dennis Eagle, who are our very kind sponsors here at the car parking here at the Royal Guildhall today. And it's presented by liveryman Vince Dignus. Now, this is the last facelifted square headlamp Dennis Delta with a Phoenix 18 body in the world. It was built at Dennis's Heathcote Way factory in Warwick and delivered in February 1989. It's got a Perkins engine and an Eaton gearbox. The Delta cab was facelifted to the square headlamp design that you can see here today by the Warwick engineering team in 1989. And it stayed in production until the Elite was launched in 1992. And then established in 1993. And this represented the first real change in chassis design since municipal vehicle production moved from Guildford in 1985. So the Dennis Delta from our sponsors. Many thanks to Dennis Eagle for supporting the event today. Next we have the AC Mandator from 1961. This is being shown by Joe Philopri, and it has the Park Royal cab, and it was opened new by Triplex. It was then sold and converted into a Master tractor and restored, probably in Blackburn, and then owned by Michael Pearce for a few years, and Joe Guildhall Yard is now owning it, and it's been very successful in achieving many awards and is very well known on the vintage circuit. That finish really is better than new, isn't it? It's a superb vehicle.
Isn't it glorious? Look at it. When I first started in road haulage, I worked for a company that ran V8 Mandators, and they said they were very impressed by the lack of reliability, which I'm sure is an alignment to the mark. But it all led to the development of the truck industry, British truck industry as we have today. What a lovely takeover.
We move forward 12 years now with a 1973 AEC Mandator. This is showing the evolution of the art. And this particular one coming in now, Richardson service model. It's original life. It was later purchased by John Mould before Tony McGovern bought it, where it was then further restored, and it's now part of the McGovern Classic truck fleet. And again, it's one that's been superbly done, doesn't it? To see the reflection in the paint finish on that.
It is absolutely superb, yes. You can see the development of the two trucks from the one we saw previously, with the big one-piece windscreen, and the much better driver's view all round. And the driver's going to be presented with his Carman replica. He's just paid his 5 shillings, so it's all legal and above board cover. There we are.
Yes, I think this next one's only needing an accident to get through the narrow entrance to the Guildhall Yard here today. This is the Oshkosh M1070 HET tractor unit, as presented today by Chris Barley. It's the UK's tank transporter tractor, ex-service with the the British Army in 2001, and a head as it is known, can haul a 7-axle king trailer, and that can then carry a Challenger tank or repair or warrior fighting vehicles. But it can also be used as a general heavy load carrier, as it's got a load capacity gross operating weight of 127 tonnes. The British Army has got 92 trucks of this type, and a lighter 3-axle version is also used to haul the Army's tanker fleet. Very impressive vehicle.
It's smashing. It's powered by an Allison diesel engine, mated to diesel engine mated to an Allison gearbox. So it's a superb thing, and I'm sure it's great fun to ride.
Which was first operated by O'Kane Haulage in Dunloy, County Antrim. In 2012, it reached the end of its service life and was restored by the owner's son, after which it was displayed as a classic show truck. Automotive bought it in 2021, and it's since been repainted in the company's very smart livery, and the car parking today is literally housing sits leaving the paint shop. Looks absolutely splendid. You can eat a dinner off it, couldn't you?
It's absolutely wonderful, isn't it? What a paint finish. I mentioned my exploits with the V8 navigator. We also had a DAF, which had a very tricky gearbox, and we used it especially for any would-be new drivers, because it had a Master DAF gearbox, and they were definitely in. But it was a bit tricky, particularly from cold.
So coming into the yard now, we have the ubiquitous Ford Thames Trader, a vehicle which formed the backbone of many large fleets in the 1960s. This particular example is a short-wheelbase drop-sided tipper, and it was originally used for transporting Africans.
Another super paint job.
The governments really know how to present their vehicles in their classic fleet, don't they?
They do, don't they? Yes, they've got it off to a T. That's a lovely vehicle.
Well, dear Carman, friends and guests, for many years, our car park in Croatia, we have listed the names of Carman. We have next coming towards putting on this car parking day. This year is an exception, and we'd like to show your appreciation for this opportunity in announcing next year to please make a pledge and support us in car parking day. For many years, as you can see, Linda Morris and many others have made pledges each year. Today, in recognition of the difference that your pledges over the years have made, Linda has invited me to mark one of our carts today. In doing so, Linda represents all those who have made pledges over the years. From next year, we will also be introducing the unique opportunity for any Carman liveryman to be able to mark a cart for free. So ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for Linda Morris.
Thank you, Ryan. We have the AC Mercury just leaving now, which is from 1976, from Michael O'Donovan. And these were run in the 60s and 70s, very ubiquitous vehicle. O'Donovan is also around the AC Carriages, and this one is quite a collection that Michael O'Donovan has restored to celebrate the mortgage industry, which was originally started by his late father, Joe O'Donovan.
We're also delighted for the opportunity of marking a cart this year to two winners of the Carman Lifetime Achievement Award, Clive Walker and Jackie O'Donnell. This is a very special award given to people who have made an exceptional difference to our industry. We're also delighted that Jackie is joining our membership committee and corporate membership team as well. Jackie will actually mark one of the O'Donnell fleet, which is going from Carman today. We thought as number 33, but those of you who attend this event regularly will know we have absolutely no idea what has actually occurred. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the Empire, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Greg. So we have the Volvo FM 420 presented by Helen McGurk now. This is a new Volvo FM 420 tipper with a Thompson body. It's part of a fleet of around 100 delivery trucks in the McGurk fleet, including 15 which are recently purchased in a new corporate livery. But this specific one is liveried in memory of the founder, Aidan McGurk, the first of 3 generations involved in the business, all called Aidan. Now this So now we have the Capoletto cap on the tanker, and this is one of the leading recycling vehicles in the market. It's got a 5-stage recycling system that can clean water to between 50 and 100 microns. It's got a 6.5 metre boom extension, allowing the operator to complete works in very tight spots. And it's got very, very powerful pumping systems on board, which enable it to move an awful lot of water. And it also has a 5,700 litre water tank for hydro excavation work.
Was introduced in 1939, the last vehicles were withdrawn from service 40 years later in 1979. Production continued until 1954 when the original RT4825 was built. The vehicle carries the highest volume number allocated to a RT-type bus.
This particular example first entered service at the Bricklewood Garage in 1954. During its life, it's had many changes of body and chassis. Its current part royal body was fitted at its last overhaul in 1965, and it stayed in passenger service until 1971, was then used for a while for driver training and entered the London Transport Museum collection in 1978 and has been very well preserved as a typical example of the type. This is a very rare opportunity to actually see it operating before it returns to the London Transport Museum in Covent Garden. Next we have an AEC Regent, and this particular one was built in 1933. Allocated to the Hendon garage. It was seriously damaged by a flying bomb in 1944, and after a rebuild in Chiswick, it returned to service in 1944. The body was then scrapped in 1949, and after a chassis overhaul and conversion to a newer diesel engine, it was sent to Red Hill, to Chalmers, where it was fitted with the specialist body as a heavy recovery and towing vehicle for London Transport. The first of its type in service, sadly withdrawn in 1976, but it was then later used as a staff bus. It was due to be here last year, but didn't quite make it into the yard, so it's nice to see it here in 2022. These special airport route masters with their custom sealed trailers operated a very unique service back in the day, allowing travellers to check in for Heathrow at the central London terminal in Kensington, taking them straight to the aircraft. How civilised that was back in the good old days of air travel. No more queuing up for hours and hours at Heathrow
and taking your shoes off for security. None of that. Check in at West London Air Terminal, and you'll be passed straight to the aeroplane in the morning.
Oh, how I long for a return to those days, Roger.
Where did we go wrong? Right, the driver's made side changes, he's away.
Another lovely tip over on that one as well.
Yes, all right, I should have mentioned preserved gearbox.
Well, we're having a real three-seat festival today.
Certainly a bit of a bus fest, if nothing else.
The 1961 Hartwell Route Master, very, very familiar sight of the roads of London. This particular one entered service in 1961 at the Hackney Garage as part of the trolley bus replacement programme. And over its 25-year service, it was used as both a regular passenger bus, but also as a training vehicle at garages across the capital. In 1995, it was chosen as the promotional bus for the original sightseeing tour, and it's even appeared in a London Transport film being driven by George Tycho, Sulu from Star Trek. It's carried a number of well-known passengers over the years, but nowadays this bus, along with a few others, belongs to Lincoln and Paul House, and enjoys a much more sedate life, being used for educational and charitable work whenever the opportunity arises. the Volvo Globetrotter, presented by John Sutton. And this is one of 125 Volvo FH units entering service this year with Suttons, one of the world's largest chemical logistics companies. And these Volvos are equipped with both compressors and hydraulic pumps to deliver a very wide range of chemical products. Just I love the Platinum Jubilee patriotic livery on this one, very, very nice to see.
Yes, you'll notice he's continuing the Platinum Jubilee theme throughout, with a badge on side and the Union Jack commemorating, I suppose you call it. Isn't it really that magnificent? You certainly pull over if you saw him coming out behind you.
Coming to the yard now, we have the 2008 MAN SB6, which is being entered by 151 regiments, the Royal Logistics Corps. This is the 6-ton cargo variant of the MAN, and it's a staple logistical vehicle found throughout almost all units within the British Army. There's 9 and 15-ton versions. This as well as the 6-ton that we've got in the Guildhall Yard here today. You can get 3 of the captain's 326 horsepower engine and can carry a payload of around 6 tons. These small military vehicles have got far more mod cons than vehicles from the previous eras. It's got cruise control, air conditioning, and it can even be fitted with a water boiler for a hot meal and a cuppa on the go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special item. Vehicles for Ukraine appeal. Ukraine is in urgent need of transport. Ambulances are needed to help move civilians who have been injured in the invasion by Russia, as well as helping to move wounded soldiers. Minibuses are needed to help evacuate residents fleeing from their homes to safety. They're also needed to move Ukrainian troops to and from the front line. 4x4 pickup trucks are needed to transport goods to Ukraine. Armed forces and transport ambulances and minibuses. Others are adapted to work on the front line, either from moving soldiers on pickup armored vehicles. Vehicles are being bought in the UK, mainly from auctions. They are checked for serviceability, wrapped in camouflage, and sent out to the front line in Ukraine. Regrettably, these vehicles do not need to be replaced, as they are being destroyed. The cost of these vehicles is between £4,000 and £7,000 each. Carman are raising funds to buy some of these vehicles. You can watch the vehicles and help buy them on its journey from the auction rooms to the front line. These details will enable you to donate text and donate £5 text cars to 70970, to donate £20 text cars CARS to 70191, or online from the Carman website. And Eric and myself will be down when you're having lunch. We're coming around with some buckets for a selfie, so you can remind your grandma of exactly who I was, and you can have a selfie with us. Pump some money in the buckets for the Carman Ukraine appeal. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much indeed, Graham. On the 1955 Raleigh train line.
Followed by Danny Rich and the Ferguson tractor 1957 FE35. Not actually the Rory 30, but very close. I hope that works all right.
Followed by the 1915 Pierce Arrow Model R lorry. Followed by the modern Sibiacs with the Golda. Thank you, Sir Johns, for bringing this one down. Yes, well done.
And then we're followed by the handcarts. There we go. Yes, you may have to go a little bit quicker, gentlemen, because there's a police car behind you.
And following the handcart we have, yes, we've got a taste of their, their route for there, the BMW 330D City of London police vehicle.
And that is in turn followed by the vehicle taxi of 1955. And followed by the overland drop side.
Here we have the 1969 mini van from Stevenson's.
Followed by the Bedford CF250 from Guildhall from 1983. Followed by the other vehicle, the electric Ford Transit.
Now at the yard we have the Access drop site, fully electric, with the price.
And looking like very much like a small model of the same thing, the 2022 MEV City Cargo.
1953 Bedford M-Type.
And then the Morris
Jimmy Hunt presenting these. A horse-drawn fruit veg dating back to 1920. Followed by the horse-drawn carousel.
It is with the greatest respect that the Master and Consort have provided a trophy to be awarded annually at Guildhall. The Alfie Hyatt Memorial Trophy will be awarded today and each year going forward to a cast chosen by the current Master. This is in the memory of our youngest ever liveryman, Alfie Hyatt, who sadly passed away late last year, aged only 24. May he never be forgotten by his fellow Carman. Thank you, Master and Postal. Very, very special moment for the Hyatt family. In memory of the lovely Alfie Hyatt Memorial Trophy. And our thanks again to the Master and Consort for an absolutely wonderful idea to remember the beloved Alfie.
Here, here.
And as Jimmy Hyatt takes it out, what a magnificent vehicle that is. Super carousel, and thank you to the Hyatt family supporting the worshipful company Carman so much. Ladies and gentlemen, again, just to remind you, if you'd like to sponsor us, then please feel free to do so up to one of our staff members for each year, and then you can be responsible for 2022 as we continue with the parade.
Up next is the Living Room horse-drawn cart, absolutely superb, and the prize winner of the Royal Windsor Horse Show, absolutely glorious, and then the London horse-drawn dust cart, looking no less splendid. Magnificent, well done, gentlemen. The horses were superb.
Here she comes.
Yes, that sounds like one T4.
see the evolution of those two succeeders. Yeah.
And then there's a triumph of the British Army in the Oshkosh into the ATT traffic. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Terms of film in my business. I shall now give you my Shakespeare, followed by the Carriages. A bit of luck for you all, something will come through.
Yes.
Perhaps we should run sweepstake on what's going to be next.
Something's being waved through as we speak.
I'm told, ladies and gentlemen, officially, there is a blockage up the road.
And Nigel and I are all knowledge of it. It's nothing to do with us, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. McGovern and the DAF. DAF took 2800 ticket tracking unit, operated by the originally in Guildhall County Andrew. But a superbly restored DAF.
The text trailer, yeah.
And a Lawrence AC tipper. Important gizmos to aid your work.
Capital followed by the Scania traffic management vehicle, which is normally seen busy working around the north part of London on the TfL contract. Hopefully it won't cause you too many delays if you get stuck behind this particular one.
Coming up next. This is the CF65 in 2015.
Next we have a duo of electric sweepers. First of all, the Murphy Quattro. Another vehicle that you'll be seeing a lot more of here on the streets of London, and I'm sure we'll all be very much welcoming their quiet operation. And that's followed by the Butcher, the DAF sweeper. Thoroughly up-to-date vehicles.
Followed then by the Scania P410, right up to date 2022. It's an 8-4 Timber Brown. And the regional buses.
Lovely livery on that Scania. It's a tribute to the late Michael Conway.
So that's the RT type double-decker. Followed by the AEC Carriages, 1933. And then the Park Royal Master, 1961. I think. See, you're waiting for a bus and you're trying to go on together.
Do you know, that happened to me last night waiting for number 15 in the stand, Roger.
Oh, yeah. There you go. It's good to see everything on stage. And then followed by Sutton's tractor unit in Jubilee colours. And then the DOA war room. Last thing I know is the 2008 Man 56 into the 151 Regiment RLC. Then, wait for it. Followed by the field of vehicles for Ukraine. Vehicles. And now we have the assembly of vehicles supporting Ukraine. Give them a big round